What's up, all my money makers, my honey boo bears, and my cousins, So, a few of y'all wanted me to break down what they were saying because I know the sounds with them trying to block out the profanity was quite annoying. So, in this part, it was kind of muffled with whoever had initially posted it on TikTok. So here's a better version of it where you can hear what they were saying. Now, it's two things that I want to kind of keen in on what was being said with Rita and Fee, the sister and the cousin of Diamond and Tionda. Now, Rita says that the murderer was, and she, said it was the boyfriend. Also, Rita said that she had told Sheila her side of the story, and Sheila never told what Rita had told Sheila. So I wonder what it could have been that she told that Sheila didn't want to put out. Like, why wouldn't she put it out if it was something that could have proven who did the what, the when, the why, and the where, or, proven that, it didn't happen when they say it happened. I'm just wondering, like, why? Because when it happened, Rita was 12. And why would she say that he was the murderer if they still feel like these girls are missing and alive? So let me play this so y'all can hear it without it being muffled.
It ain't no bullshit. Stop trying to give the bullshit because multiple times you was into it with Sheila ass. I want to fabricate the shit. Ain't no bullshit about shit. The bullshit is that Sheila is the fucking shit started. I don't give a fuck what bitch on this live is gonna show her. Fuck you, man. Don't get mad at because you fucked George Washington. You fucked him, bitch. And he's the murderer of Tionda and Diamond. I don't want to hear.
Now, she is referring to the great aunt, not the cousin, in reference to, who was messing with George. So just wanted to get that clear because, like, the first time that I heard it, I misinterpreted it and I was thinking that, she was referring to the cousin. But now she is directly talking to Sheila. Now, after she said who she feels like the murderer is, the cousin makes a valid point to me because she said, if you feel that way, then why y'all still mess with him? Now, I know that the mother had another child by him, and I also heard, allegedly, straight rumor, that they were supposed to have got married. Now, I don't know how concrete that is, but we do know that Tracy had another baby by him. And we're going to get into that after this.
You said you want to fabricate. Stop fabricating the story. That's bullshit. You knew that it's been bullshit. Stop. Sheila wasn't fabricating nothing. This family told Sheila the story. Ain't no that family told her to do none of that shit. Ain't no family told her. You know how many times that bitch.
Now, let me intersect right here. Like, I do feel like that she kind of bullied her way into the information and to the forefront, because when she did the interview with the Pascal guy, she was saying, I'm paraphrasing, but she was saying basically that, she interrogated Tracy opposed to, like, asking questions, trying to make some sense of what was going on. She also had said things like she felt like Tracy was the one that deleted the voice message, but she also come back and said things like she feel like the police deleted the voice message. It's like Sheila would put out something 1 minute and in one interview, and then turn around the next day and do another interview and put out something that contradicts what she said the day before. And that's what I started noticing about her, because I started feeling like a shift of emotions when it, kind of involved her. Because at first, when she was talking about the family wanted to sue her, I was still halfway, like, giving her kudos for advocating for this case. But the more I kept on watching, it seemed like maybe she the one that's actually exploiting the girls and doing all of this for her monetary gain. But we'll get into more of that in a minute.
Asked me, you know how many times that bitch asked me in my car, and the bitch never put what I said out there. So what are you talking about? She want to make Tracy look bad. No, bitch, you're the bad one. What is she talking about? I'm the bad one. No, I ain't all shit. You the bad one.
Now, she said that, she told Sheila the story and Sheila never put it out there. And again, I asked, what is it that Rita was telling that she won't mention since she's the advocate? And another thing, because Rita was so young, they might not want to credit her. I don't know, but it's many kids that have solved a lot of cases. So I'm just wondering why at this point, Rita herself, being an adult, won't go out and tell the part that she know instead of relying on Sheila to put the information out. These are her sisters, and she could become a spokesperson for them if she wanted to. All she had to do is just, build her a platform or start advocating in her own way and telling her side of the story and what she remembered. I'm just wondering how come she won't do that and why she relying on Sheila to put out what she been telling Sheila. And if it's something critical to the case, how come Sheila won't put it out? I'm just asking. And so when Fee said that they all failed her, she wasn't really talking about the kids. She's talking about the adults, because in the part where it's, the profanity being blocked out, that's basically what she was saying about how they had been touched, and somebody could have called the child protective services on Tracy to get the kids taken, like they did another family member that was just drinking around the kids. They called and got hers taken. So she was trying to figure out, well, why didn't they call, in on Tracy? And she also was asking, like, where were the people that knew Tracy was leaving them kids alone? Where were they when they could have went over there and sat with the kids or took the kids with them? But in return, they talked about Tracy. So it's a lot of things that come out, with this, because she was saying also that, when they have those visuals every year, it's hard to be out there when y'all holding hands. Well, they holding hands and standing next to the person that molested them or whatever. So it seems like, according to what we getting from this cousin, it's a lot of family secrets within this family, and a lot of it has to do with incest. And so that raises the question to me about that key that Tionda had lost before this incident happened, and they never recovered the key. And some news media said that, it was a couple of family members that had access to that apartment as well. Also, it was never said that, it was a break-in, like anything was tampered with. So you have to wonder if the girls opened the door or did somebody just go in. We also have to look at that note that everybody is questioning now. They're saying forensics came back saying that it was Tionda's writing, but the family is saying that that's not Tionda's dialect per se. Also, the placement of the note. Usually when you leave a note for somebody to find, you're going to put it in areas where they're going to go look. Maybe hang it on the door, leave it on the table, put it on the refrigerator, sit it by the phone, something where they're going to look. But it seems like they always say it like this: the note was found beside a pile of clothes. What is the significance of the pile of clothes? And then you have Rita also talking about how her mama always left them with clothes and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why is that significant in this case? Why? And it's the placement of the note, you know, a clue to something or who could have done that. But now they say that Tionda wouldn't have left a note. She would have called. And so the call that supposedly came in around about 8:17 that morning, in between calls, that Tracy was supposed to have been calling home, because she started calling about 8 something that morning trying to check on the girls as well. And so Tracy was calling from her work phone. The girls called Tracy's cell phone, which Tracy's mom, Mary, had. So again, I asked then, why didn't Mary answer the phone? So anyway, that call supposed to have came in on the 6th. Now by the 7th, the aunt, Faith, is the one that I read supposed to had found the message on the phone. And it was supposed to be 10 of them all together that heard this infamous voicemail. By the 8th, the voicemail had been deleted. So the police claimed that they never heard the voicemail. They didn't delete it. And that's why I was saying earlier that Sheila had claimed that Tracy could have been the one that deleted it. And also Sheila said that the police was the ones that deleted it. And it's things like that that make me just say, Sheila just need to shut the fuck up, because she the one got us running around in some of these circles with some of the things that she has put out has been misleading and contradicting. And so again, if the family feels that these kids are not amongst the living, then what is going on? And it was rumors that the boyfriend had burned something, had discarded a 55-gallon drum out in the woods and stuff, like whatever became of that. For the last 10 years, they've been having leads that would possibly lead to arrest, but there's still been nobody that's been arrested. The boyfriend's test came in inconclusive, but there was plenty of evidence that, in our opinion, could have pointed to him, but the DA said that it never stuck with the judge to get the warrants and everything they needed to arrest the boyfriend. So it's a bunch of hocus pocus to me. Now, I'm going to talk about some other things in another video as far as the camping trip, because there's some things that I want to show y'all and talk about that. The camping trip, the receipts, like from the stores and stuff like that, because Tracy also had a receipt. And another thing that I want to talk about is that they never clear up the fact that Tionda is not one of the youngest kids. Now, we all know that Victoria was having a birthday on the 7th. That's why I'm going to talk about this more when I talk about the camping trip. But we all know that Tionda was having a birthday on the 7th, and she was supposed to have been turning 10. So that means that the lineup was Rita, Tionda, Victoria, and then Diamond. So Tionda was not one of the youngest. But for me, I'm wondering why you take the oldest, skip a child, take the next to the baby, and then leave the baby. And also, we'll talk about where Tracy was working and some things that I felt was kind of strange about that too. So to keep these videos from not being so long, we're just going to do it in parts. So I'll see y'all in the next part where we talk about some of the other things in this case that people don't talk about and don't correct when it's put out there incorrectly from what I've gathered. So I'm going to play this one more time so y'all can hear it full out and without my interruptions. And I'll see y'all down in the comments. Make sure y'all like this video so we can get this thing circulating. And I mean, that's a free way to energetically give to this channel. I'm just saying. And also, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. So this your girl Money Stacks, and I'm signing out. Smooches. Peace.
It ain't no bullshit. Stop trying to give the bullshit, because multiple times you was into it when she last. I was fabricating shit. Ain't no bullshit about shit. The bullshit is that Sheila is a fucking shit starter. I don't give a fuck what bitch on this lap is gonna show her. Fuck you mean? Don't get mad at because you fucked George Washington. You fucked him, bitch. And he's the murder of Tionda and Diamond. I don't want to hear all that shit. You said you want to fabricate. Stop fabricating the story. That's bullshit. But you knew that it's been bullshit. Stop. Never around. Stop.
Sheila doesn't fabricate nothing. Just family told Sheila the story.
Ain't no back family told her do none of that shit. Ain't no family told her. You know how many times that bitch asked me? You know how many times that bitch asked me and I told her and the bitch never put what I said out there. So what are you talking about? She want to make Tracy look bad. No, bitch, you're the bad one.